Have you ever wondered why some people, when they're given just months to live, even though the doctor has the wrong test results, that the person develops every symptom that the doctor mentions? Or why you get sick right before that really important meeting that you've been dreading? What if I told you your body is constantly listening to your mind, and sometimes it's trying to protect you in ways that you would never expect? I'm fascinated by this, but actual research shows our minds and our bodies are connected in incredible ways. I believe that there is a very powerful connection. So hello, my name is Tracy and I cover all different types of videos about the mind, the body, and it taps into the unknown as well. So let's get going. So if you would like this type of content, remember right now, give this video a thumbs up, or if you want more from me, then remember to press that subscribe button as well. Right, picture this. I'd just gotten my old job back, right? But before this, sometime prior, right, I was in a situation where I was really quite upset, and it was mentioned, why don't you go back to this particular company, the one that I used to work for? And I was like, oh my God, no, I can't go back there. If I go back to that job, it will kill me, because there were a few times prior where I got really ill because of the job, and I'd ended up in hospital because of it. So there's me saying, I can't go back there, it will kill me. And I said it in quite a, an emotional way as well. So as it turns out, conversations happened and they asked me to go back. And I was like, okay, it all was kind of fitting at the time. The very day I got the phone call to say, yeah, everything's all going ahead, you're going to be starting, da-da-da. And I was like, oh, lovely, da-da-da-da-da. Anyhow, walking that night along, had a basic stumble that night, a basic stumble that should have been nothing more than maybe, a grazed knee or something. Instead of that, I broke bones. I broke my arm, I broke my foot, and I believe very much that my body, my brain, everything was trying to stop me from going into what they considered a threat. Coincidence? Maybe, but that's where it gets really wild, right? Scientists are discovering all the time that our bodies might actually be protecting us in ways that we have never imagined. So let me break this down for you. Your brain and your body, they're like best mates, and they're texting each other all the time. And when there's trouble, your brain, it sends out an urgent message. Hey bud, we're in danger, we need to do something now. Your body gets that text message and goes, oh no, we're in trouble. So what happens? You might get a dodgy stomach, a splitting headache, or in my case, some broken bones over a simple fall. Your body's basically saying, right, you're staying home, you are not going into that threat. It's like having a super protective friend who goes really overboard. Sometimes your body doesn't know the difference between a tiger chasing you and your boss being an absolute nightmare. Stress is stress, and it's going to save you either way. I mean, have you ever noticed that people get mysteriously ill right before meetings that they're dreading? Or here's something for you, a little bit mad. Do you know when the highest rate of heart attacks happen? It's Monday mornings before work. You know, people might be getting ready for work. That Sunday night probably builds up a real dread of so much stress that their bodies just can't cope. So remember those patients that they're given, say, 6 months to live, you know, and the doctor has actually got it all wrong. But the symptoms still show up exactly as predicted. There's a name for this, and it's called the nocebo effect. Think of the nocebo effect like the evil twin of the placebo effect. You know how a sugar pill can, you know, really make you feel better if you believe it's medicine? Well, the nocebo effect does the opposite. Negative expectations can literally make you sick, even when the original diagnosis was off. Here's what's happening when a doctor says you got 6 months to live. Like I say, even if it's wrong, your brain and your body are like those best mates texting each other. Your brain sends a text message, right, we're dying then. And your body goes, oh, blimey, I better start shutting down then. Your body doesn't question it because it just thinks, well, the expert said so, so it must be true. Remember, words have meaning, and it starts creating those exact symptoms. Do you know anyone who has had this? Your body doesn't lie, but it's not fact checking because it's just following on from your fears. I've got something to say on this, right? And that's the white coat psychology. So I'll tell you what's interesting. When I was a consultant I had to go into commercial kitchens, I had to wear a white lab coat. And sure, it's to make sure that everything's all clean and, you know, be professional, etc. But something deeper was happening. That white coat wasn't just about hygiene. It's also about psychology. So think about it, right? Would you trust a doctor wearing just like shorts and a hoodie to read your x-rays? Probably not. You know, they'll be wearing their stethoscope. The white coat signals authority, cleanliness and expertise. Your brain sees it and thinks, this person knows what they're talking about. There's a name for it, and it's called enclothed cognition. It basically means that your clothes, they change how others see you and how you see yourself and how you perform. That white coat, for instance, given to somebody else could make them a better consultant. I mean, it makes you feel more professional. And not only that, your clients, they will trust you more. So let's look at the common signals that your body sends, and they include sudden illness before important decisions that you're dreading, accidents that prevent you from taking harmful actions, mysterious symptoms that force you to rest and reflect, but also physical reactions to toxic people and toxic environments. Ever go on holiday and get ill? Well, that's your body. It's feeling safe enough to release all of the suppressed stress that it's been holding probably together for months. And the moment you relax, it all starts coming out. There's a story here which I feel is quite apt for what I'm talking about, and it captures it perfectly. An old chief was teaching his grandson about life. A fight is going on inside me, he said to the boy. It's a terrible fight, and it's between two wolves. One is evil. He's full of anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, and arrogance. The other wolf, he explained, is peace, love, hope, truth, and faith. The grandson thought about this for a moment and said, Well, which one wins? The old chief simply replied, the one you feed. So this is where it gets really interesting for our mind and our body connection. Your body is constantly listening to which wolf you're feeding. When you feed the stressed, anxious, fearful wolf with thoughts like, this job will kill me, your body responds accordingly. It becomes your protector, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Remember, we're not talking about magic here. We're talking about the incredible, scientifically backed connection between your mind and your body. The more we understand it, the better we can work with it and not against it. So I do hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I say, if you could give this a thumbs up or if you could subscribe, that would be wonderful, because I've got so many more videos with these type of topics that will be coming up as well. Take care. Bye bye.